This week, a little bit of a different kind of video actually. I got a really nice phone call today from, I'm going to call him a really awesome guy. He's a candidate. Maybe not for me, but maybe for someone else. But he asked a really valid question. And a question, whenever I make these videos, I don't really think about. How do you stay positive in your job search? And then when I kind of was pulling kind of questions out of him and kind of asking him his thought process and where is it, why is he feeling negative at the moment, and hearing his story, he explained it to me in such a way that it makes sense, and kind of what I've been saying these last couple of months and about how you approach your job search kind of all links together. He found each rejection email that was coming to him was like another stone around his neck, was pulling him down. There were days that he would be staring at the computer screen and not applying for one job because one rejection completely spun him out for the rest of the day. I remember those days. That's happened to me a few times, and I completely forgot about that. So every day going by, he's been out of work for quite some time. Every day going by has been like a noose around his neck, and it's getting tighter and tighter, and then the weight is pulling on him at the same time. So he's been stretched by the neck, and the way he described it was right here, and the pressure and the stress that was going through him. He just wants an answer. How do you stay positive? He read something I put on LinkedIn. I just commented, I'm going to call it a flippant comment, something I believe in that took me years to kind of experience and kind of develop in my mind, which is the pursuit of happiness. We all know the theory: stop pursuing happiness, try to be happy and positive in the now. It's so easier said than done. And when I learned about it many moons ago, it took me years to understand it. It took me years to accept it. I'm not a positive bumbling, like Josh Harrison would probably explain to you, that I'm always happy all the time. But I do my best to be positive and happy every day. Yes, I get angry. Yes, I get pissed off with things. But I need to reset myself back to this person that I like being, which is that positive, happy person. Why? Because that person that I am when I'm positive and happy has clarity of judgment, makes decisions a lot better. And the moment I'm kind of down and depressed and had enough of things, I don't make the right decisions. So if you're in a job search and you're feeling down and kind of depressed, and kind of every rejection that's coming at you is drawing you down, then your clarity of mind is getting clouded in every single one of them. And will you be making the right judgments and the right application? Would you start, and this is why I do these videos actually, where people apply for jobs and it's this generic CV that they've left on read, or it's an application that they haven't really finished, or it's a CV that doesn't really explain why they're applying for the role. And it all comes to kind of in my mind now, and it explains a lot of reasons. It's because a lot of us are not seeing the world as clearly as we could be. And job searching is just such a freaking nightmare. It's horrible. The world has changed over the years when it comes to job searching. Gone are the days you'll walk into a job centre and you pick a card off the wall, you go to that lady, she phones the employer, and you got an interview the next day. Do you remember those days? I remember them. I'm 40 next year. I should remember them. But now you go onto a website, you see a job you like, you click apply, you attach your CV, and off it goes. 9 times out of 10, you don't get a response. And then you do get a response, and it's a rejection. And you do that 100 times a week or 100 times a month, however often you apply for a job. And it's rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection. And that will grind you down daily. So how do you stay positive in that situation? And this is where I started learning how to be happy in my life and how to be positive all the time. Control the things you can control, or learn how to control the things you can control. And face your fears, and face the problems day to day that you can control and solve. And accept the fact you can't control everything. You can't control people's thoughts about you, people's feelings about you. They can't control the rejection letters, although you can influence the rejections that you get by looking at what went wrong and then adjusting it. So you've got control over that part of it. When you go to interviews and you don't get offered the job, ask for feedback if you get it. But then remember that feedback and use that and kind of utilize that and control what you can control. And over time, when you start controlling what you can control, you change the way you think, you change the positivity in your brain, you change the happiness in your life. Some things you will never, ever be able to control. And the quicker you can accept that you can never control it, but you can influence it by controlling what you can control, then that's when you start becoming a lot more positive. So in your job search, rejections you can't control, but you can control how you apply for those jobs. In interviews or in applications, you can't control what happens once you've clicked apply, but you can control how you apply for that job, how you approach that job, how you speak to that hiring manager, how you speak to that recruiter. You can control that. And the more positively and the more focused you are in doing that, then the better the results and the more clarity of mind you will become over time. And then you start relaxing in life and accepting things. It happened to me a few years back. And like I said about the leap of faith for starting a business, if I had gone into that with any negativity, as I was jumping into that kind of darkness, the black hole of, is this going to work? If I'd gone into that negatively, it would have failed. I had to be positive. I had to be happy of who I am and how I come across. And jumping into that hole, the only way to come out the other side to achieve something, and it was hard, and there were times where I thought it was going to fail, I had to be positive. I had to keep controlling what I could control, focus and resolve the things I could do. And then, once I've done them, don't worry about the stuff I couldn't do. And I guess that's how you stay positive in a situation like a job search. I hope that helps. Please leave a comment and like and share. Take care. Bye-bye. Why not check out thomaslee.co.uk for the latest jobs in engineering and technical sales across the UK? Or even, how about you check out our blogs and vlogs for the latest thoughts about recruitment and tips on how to find a job and how to find candidates as well?